and delivering on that final 10 metres into the line.
Well, you may have just seen there that Louis Hinchliffe came fourth, and he was at the time one of the two fastest losers, but he has since pulled out of the starting lineup for this race. And you can see there the athletes are getting ready to be announced into the stadium. Jeremiah Azu is the second GB athlete. We thought we were going to have the first time since, well, 40 years we're going to have 3 GB athletes. Not to be, but Jeremiah Azu also won his heat and looked good.
He looked really great, and I think, you know, he's had a fantastic year last year in the 60 metres. He took a huge amount of confidence winning those 2 titles in the indoors, so he knows he can deliver on the big stage. He's in the final now, and yeah, let's see what he can do.
Yeah, and of course, it is the final event on the track tonight. Thank you so much, Jess. I'm going to hand you over now to your commentators, Andrew Cotter and Colin Jackson.
Yes, there are the featured athletes, but really you could pick a few of them. But 2 British athletes have been selected there for special treatment. Romell Glave and Jeremiah Azu, and of course Marcell Jacobs, the Olympic champion from Tokyo, and now looking to make it 3 times European champion in succession. He is undoubtedly the man to beat. But let's meet them all, because we have Simon Verstraeten of Belgium, who will go on the inside. 10-1-2 this season. Again, not really threatening that here in Birmingham. Elvis Afrifa of the Netherlands will go outside him. So lane 4, Jeremiah Azu, European and World Indoor Champion over 60 metres last year. Took the win in the semi-final, but was really working hard all the way to the line. Can he find a little bit extra? Because alongside him will be Lamont Marcell Jacobs, the oldest man in the lineup, but aging so well. Won that Olympic title in Tokyo 5 years ago. Can he make it a hat-trick of European wins? Owen Ansa, the German champion, over 100 and 200 metres, the first German to go below 10 seconds for the 100. Steve mentioned it's been an interesting past couple of months for Owen Ansa. And we'll perhaps get into that, but let's give the full introduction to Romell Glave, because the UK champion, only Marcell Jacobs, has gone quicker in European terms this year. Looked so good in the semi-final. Citru Ali was a long way behind Romell Glave in the semi-final. Had that thigh injury we mentioned in the Italian Championships. You can see a little bit of strapping on his leg, and is not at his very best. And this is the man replacing Louis Hinchliffe on the outside, Dominik Kopek. Recently won his 8th Polish title. Yeah, I mentioned Owen Ansa, who has allegations of failing to fulfill a doping test. That's under investigation by the German authorities, but he is the German champion over 100 and 200 metres. And Romell Glave is flanked by the giants of Citru Ali and Owen Ansa. But Glave gets out so quickly, despite being a shorter figure. He's got a huge stride length. Can that stride carry him to the European title? 2 lanes inside him, though, Marcell Jacobs waits. The Olympic champion from Tokyo. The man who has been the standard bearer for European sprinting for a good while now. Romell Glave, the UK champion. Jeremiah Azu will go in lane 4 here with his own hopes of a medal. But my goodness, Glave did look good in the semi-final. These clouds of dust have been blowing in from Perry Park outside. It'll be a headwind again for this final, so don't expect blistering times. But it could be quite a race. Verstraeten, Afrifa, Azu, Jacobs, Ansa, Glave, Ali and Kopek. The final of the men's 100 metres. Oh, Azu out so quickly, almost a stumble there as he powered away, but look at the lead he has at the moment. Glave going well, Ansa going well, Jacobs is gone. Who will take it now? It's Glave for the title, Azu for the silver. 1-2 for Great Britain and Northern Ireland, but the gold goes to Romell Glave. He is champion of Europe. And he careers around the bend, and the form of Marcell Jacobs was good, but the body betrayed him in the final. it's Glave, it's Azu, it's Ansa for the bronze, but Romell Glave becomes champion of Europe. What a run it was.
What a run by Romell Glave. He must absolutely adore Birmingham as a city and a track, because it has definitely given him a great hand and lovely experience. British champion here when he was under pressure from lots of great British sprinters, and now he's returned to the very same track to become the European champion in a very strong time, 10.09, with a lot of pressure. He was under a lot of pressure, knowing that Marcell Jacobs was arriving here in good form, but he stuck to his plan. Didn't let the pressure get to him, got out well, kept his form, as I said, powered his way through, and Jeremiah Azu, boy oh boy, he got out of the block so sharply and just kept going. And at one stage we thought potentially that medal was going to be his, but there he is with that silver medal. That's his coach that he's hugging. Brilliant stuff. They're all celebrating and enjoying it.
And Ansa taking the bronze. Well, the last time that Great Britain and Northern Ireland won this title, it was Zarnell Hughes in 2018, and then it was a British 1-2, Hughes and Rhys Prescott the gold and the silver. This time the gold goes to Romell Glave, the silver to Jeremiah Azu. I mean, so much going on in this race, Colin.
Yeah, Jeremiah just pushed so hard out of the blocks. He knew what he was doing, he nearly stumbled, but he got back into his running very well with his frequency. At this stage, Marcell Jacobs is gone. He's completely out of it, and now it's just between Glave and Jeremiah Azu, and Glave has got that lovely stride. When he keeps going, it's like a metronome. It's just rhythmical and hitting the track perfectly well. And really bad setting picture to see Marcell Jacobs limping out in that particular way. Ansa of Germany, he ran well, didn't he? In the middle of the field, tried to chase Glave, but couldn't quite get to him. Ali there, you can see he's distraught there, face really screwing up. He could be in a little bit of play. But boy, oh boy, tonight, it definitely belongs to Great Britain. The 100 metres is our event.
Yeah, and Romell Glave, you know, it's a British 1-2, but Romell Glave was some way clear of Jeremiah Azu. He knew he had the title. Watch Marcell Jacobs here, because all eyes were on him. You see anything, Colin?
Nothing in particular there. I think Jeremiah got out so well. And it's that stage that Marcell may potentially put his foot down, but you can see he's not really looking as smooth as he did in the previous round, in the semi-final. So he was struggling all the way just to get contact with the floor. That wasn't going to have an effect on Glave. Glave was just driving towards that line. Knew there was a big prize to be won. European title if he kept his head. There's Jeremiah working towards that line, wanting a medal here, and was rewarded with. Fantastic for young Jeremiah.
A lot of changes in 2 years. We had the gold, silver and bronze from Rome 2 years ago, and Marcell Jacobs and Citru Ali and Romell Glave, but this time it's only Romell Glave getting on the podium and the very top of it with his gold medal, because Citru Ali alongside him was struggling with injury as well. So not a great race for Italy, but a British 1-2.
Yeah, we like the sound of that, didn't we? British 1-2, very strong.
Well, I can see them heading up, draped in the Union flags, as they make their way to the mix zone and make their way to chat to Sarah McCarrans. There they are, gold and silver, Romell Glave, Jeremiah Azu, and talking now to Sarah.
Congratulations to the both of you. Thank you for coming up early as well within those celebrations. Romell, you are the European champion. The congratulations are coming in left, right and centre. How sweet is that?
It's an amazing feeling, just the work that I put in to come here and execute my race. Thanks to my coach, we've been working on my start, the first 30 meters, and I was able to execute that today and to be European champion. Upgrading from bronze medal from 2024, it's an amazing feeling.
And to do it here on home soil as well in Birmingham, to be able to bring a 1-2 for British athletics.
That was the aim, to get 1, 2, 3, but we wasn't able to pull that off, but we got 1-2, which is also amazing.
And for you as well, knowing the times you were running this season as well, coming in, knowing what you could do, how were you dealing with that pressure, I suppose, from yourself?
It wasn't really pressure. Mentally, I was ready for this occasion. It's just physical, I have to fill in that gap, because the last weekend so I've been a bit up and down with my body, but I was able to come out here regardless of how I was feeling, and also show up because the objective was to win Europeans.
Well, you have won it, and Jeremiah, a European silver medal. I know you got bronze a few years ago in Munich, and you've had the championships this year where you've missed out on the podium. So how sweet is that?
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, it's been a tough year, up and down. Probably my most irregular with terms of races. Normally I'm quite consistent. This year it's been one race great, the next not, up and down. But when it comes to championships, I know I find my best, and I showed that today. We always say times are irrelevant at this point. You want to go out there and race for medals. And yeah, it was a good race in the end.
Really good start as well. Put yourself right in the mix.
Yeah, definitely. I always want to try and put my best performances in the final. And yeah, I felt like I did that today, so yeah.
For you as well, mentioning how up and down it is, considering what happened last year, were you having to kind of work mentally to kind of keep focused on what you could bring?
Last year, sorry, I can't remember.
Yeah, you're all right. With the double Europeans and the world's indoors, all that success, and then this year maybe kind of not quite reaching the heights that you know you can.
Yeah, I mean, as athletes, you always want to be on the podium, you know. But that's not always the case. There's 3 medals, and there's in the 100, there's over 100 guys that are competitive. So it's always tough, but here on home soil, we knew, and we were always speaking about it, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 from the start of the year. After indoors, we were speaking about Europeans coming here and taking a sweep. And yeah, we got the 1 and the 2, so we did pretty well.
Yeah, Louis unfortunately wasn't able to make it to the start line in the final. For British athletics, for British sprinting, how important and significant could this be?
Yeah, super important. I think, yeah, as GB sprinters, we've kind of got Europe in a chokehold. So
it's domination, total domination.
Well, congratulations to you both. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers. Can I send a message to my youth group? I'm not going to be there tomorrow, sorry. Youth club is cancelled.
I'm sure they'll excuse you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
That's what we're here for. Public service announcements. That's the best way to use us. What glorious scenes there, backing up what Amy Hunt did last night. It is a double gold 100-metre sprint success for Great Britain at these championships.
Oh, and what a great feeling. It was such a fantastic race, and they both just, ran that perfect race. And, like Jeremiah said, it's not about times, it's about being competitive and going for those medals. And Jeremiah in particular got out so well. He was just hell to leather from the start and just trying to hold on. And Romell, what a fantastic win for him.
Absolutely. Let's have a little look back at it, shall we, Greg? Because the big surprise, of course, was Marcell Jacobs, who looked so impressive in that semi-final, pulling up how he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we sort of thought that we've got Marcell back to some of his best running. I think early on in the year, he did run a windy 9.6 again, but it's not to be today. It's not gone well at all, and the British boys have absolutely capitalised on that. But I think either way, I think Romell in particular was going to push Marcell in this one no matter what was going on, because again he's clearly not at his very best. He must have had some form of niggle coming into this final, and he just couldn't quite do it. And I think Colin mentioned it as well in comms. He was sort of floating. He wasn't putting the power through the track, so that would definitely be a sign of an injury. So it's a real shame for him. He's a former long jumper that I knew well when he was young. He's made obviously the most incredible transition to the hundreds, but it wasn't to be today.
Yeah, and of course that is the last event on the track, and it's
oh my goodness, Romell Glave from Great Britain destroys the field completely in the men's 100-meter final at the 2026 European Athletics Championships in Birmingham, winning gold in time of 10.09 seconds, leading a dominant 1-2 finish for the host nation. Jeremiah Azu, also from Great Britain, securing silver in time of 10.16 seconds. Owen Hanscher from Germany settling for bronze in time of 10.19 seconds. Netherlands, Elvins Afrira finishing in 4th position. Dominic Kopek from Poland 5th. Chituli Arre from Italy 6th. Marcell Jacobs 7th. And Simon Fanchel from Belgium finished in 8th position. Don't forget, guys, all eyes were on Italy's Jacobs, the 2-time defending champion, looking to cement his legacy. But the home crowd has other plans. Great Britain's Romell Glave and Jeremiah Azu were all ready to tear up the track. This is unforgettable night in Birmingham. Romell Glave is the new king of European sprinting. And guys, let me know your thoughts at the comment section down below here. Do you believe Romell Glave is the new sprint king of European sprinting? So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your precious time, and thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Kindly like the video, share the video widely, and if you have not yet subscribed to this amazing channel, kindly consider doing so. Subscribe, it's free of charge. Smash that notification bell at the subscription so that you get notified every time we have a new video. Bye bye for now. Blessings.